I didn't stop her. Not when she said she needed space. Not when she packed her things. Not even when she took the ring off her finger and left it on the counter. I just stood there, silent, still, and let her go. Because by then, I had learned. You don't fight for someone who doesn't want to stay. And for a whole year, I lived with the echo of that choice. I thought she'd moved on. Thought she forgot. Until the day she showed up, holding the very ring she once gave back. Tears in her eyes. Whispers in her voice. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't know whether to open the door or close it for good. Her name was Emma. She wasn't my first love, but she was the one I thought would be my last. We weren't a movie romance. There were no dramatic speeches or love-at-first-sight moments. Just quiet mornings. Inside jokes. Hands that felt like home. And when I asked her to marry me, she said yes, like she meant it. But over time, things shifted. It wasn't loud or sudden. It was gradual. A small sigh when I walked in. A delayed response to, "I love you." A growing distance between her eyes and mine. She said it was stress. Work. Life. I wanted to believe her. But deep down, I knew. She sat me down one evening. Didn't touch me. Didn't cry. She just said, "I need space." And I gave it to her. Because love, to me, had always meant freedom. Not forcing. Not chasing. Just trusting that if it's real, it'll return. She left the next morning. Left the key. Left the ring. I stared at it for hours. Not because I was angry, but because I wasn't surprised. People always ask me why I didn't fight for her. Why I didn't beg. Why I didn't show up at her door with flowers or a speech. But the truth is, I was tired. Tired of being the only one trying. Tired of explaining to someone why I deserved to be loved back. So I let her go. And I hated myself for how easy I made it for her to leave. The first few months after she left were quiet. Too quiet. I rearranged the furniture. Changed my number. Tried dating again. Tried forgetting. But grief doesn't go away just because you decide to move on. It lingers. Sits at the dinner table with you. Sleeps in the side of the bed they used to claim. Follows you into stores where you remember what their favorite snacks were. But I never reached out. Never asked how she was. Never checked her social media. Because if she wanted to come back, she would. And for a whole year she didn't. Until one random Saturday afternoon, I heard a knock. I wasn't expecting anyone. When I opened the door, it felt like the air had been knocked out of me. There she was. Same soft eyes. Same nervous hands. But this time, she was holding the ring. The one I had boxed up and hidden in the back of my drawer. The one I tried to forget. "Can we talk?" she asked, her voice trembling. I didn't say anything. I just stepped aside. She walked in like someone entering a house she thought she'd never see again. Took a seat at the table. Clutched the ring like it was the only thing anchoring her. "I've had this with me for months," she said quietly. "Tried giving it back to you. Tried throwing it away. But I couldn't." She looked up. "Because it still meant something to me." I stayed quiet. When I left, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I needed to find myself. But all I found was how much I lost when I walked away from you. Her eyes welled up. "I waited for you to come find me. To fight for us. And when you didn't, I thought you never really loved me. That hit something in me. You left," I finally said. "What was I supposed to fight for?" She nodded slowly. "I know. I expected you to do what I wasn't willing to do myself, Stay." We sat in silence, and then she placed the ring on the table between us. "I don't expect you to put this back on my finger. I don't even expect forgiveness. I just needed to show you that I see it now. I see you now." She stood up to leave. And for a moment, I felt everything again. The love, the pain, the ache of unfinished chapters. "Emma," I said before she reached the door. She turned, eyes already glassy. I didn't fight, because I was waiting too. Waiting for you to choose me when it actually mattered. She stepped forward. And I am. No, I am. We didn't hug, didn't kiss, didn't fall into some fairy tale reunion. But I walked her to the door, and as she turned to leave, she paused. If there's ever a chance for us again, I'll be ready. I won't run this time. And then she was gone. To anyone who lets someone go without a fight, it doesn't mean you didn't love them. It means you finally started loving yourself more. And if they ever come back, with tears, with truth, with the things they once took for granted, let them speak. But don't forget how long you waited to be heard. Because love doesn't always mean holding on. Sometimes, it means standing still long enough for someone to find their way back. If this story touched something inside you, drop a comment. You're not alone. And you deserve a love that never makes you doubt if you're enough.